Renewable energy is one of the most efficient and clean types of energy on the planet. In the meantime, different energy sources that may not be as clean as renewable energy are being used. These include nuclear energy sources. However, nuclear power plants come with the fair shares of dangers, and disasters such as the nuclear disaster of Chernobyl seem to happen quite often. The Chernobyl incident happened in Chernobyl, Ukraine in 1986 at the site of the Chernobyl power plant complex. It is obvious that the main reason for the disaster was due to human factors. For instance, Viktor Brukhanov, director of Chernobyl Atomic Energy Station, hadn't carried out a key safety test for the release of a new reactor, and the test was rescheduled to take place on April 25, 1986. Brukhanov's deputy didn't even tell his boss what was happening. Both those overlooking the test as well as the engineers were sleep deprived at that time. The test continued to early the next day, and here the real disaster started taking place. The unusual design of the reactor and its control rods were what led to the disaster. A sudden surge of power from control rods combined with the very hot fuel and cool water, along with the increase in pressure, was building up, and by the time the operators decided to call off the test, it was too late. Steam pressure caused two explosions, releasing about 300 tons of graphite and fuel. The fuel and graphite caused multiple fires, adding the release of radioactive material into the surrounding environment.
The impacts of the disaster were tremendous. Chernobyl is famous as one of the deadliest nuclear disasters the world has ever faced. There was never a higher unintentional release of radioactive material into the environment ever recorded before. It caused huge social and economic problems for both Chernobyl and surrounding areas, with firemen dying left and right, both from the blazes erupting and the large doses of radioactivity. 28 died by July 1986 due to doses of radioactivity from the first day, 6 of which were firefighters, and resettlement of contaminated areas was also a big problem. The disaster could have been easily avoided if the directors as well as employees who participated in the plant regularly were more cautious as well as upholding of the rules. The Fukushima disaster is similar when comparing the impacts that it had. Opinions on the Chernobyl accident often include the disgust for the many lies and political manipulations that were happening which led to the disaster, as well as some opposing nuclear power with the argument that an accident like Chernobyl is all that would happen if we relied on nuclear sources as energy. The Chernobyl disaster, what some say is a warning and others think of a simple accident due to irresponsibility. Either way you look at it, nuclear power carries risks, but could also be a promising key to a future with renewable and easily accessible energy.